Yo, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching from. Or maybe you're watching in the future, as this is going to probably be a video at the end of this. But hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Quarantine Zone, ladies and gents. Now, if you've been living under a rock, for whatever reason, you may or may not have heard of this game. It's kind of taken the world by storm recently. And I've been very fortunate to chat along with the devs of this one, and they popped me over a key to the demo that is actually going to be available at the end of the month on the 22nd of May. So we're getting there, guys, but not too close away. So yeah, shouldn't be too far away at all. But the full game release, well, I say the early access of this, is actually going to be released in September. So I'm actually addicted to this game and I cannot wait to try it over again. So we're going to be going through the demo once more. Now, if you check my previous videos, you're not going to see too much different gameplay, but I actually want to do a good job this time. I want to make sure we make sure that there's no bloody zombies in our quarantine zone, because that is a thing that I kind of struggle at. And of course, everyone here viewing, I do massively appreciate you, and I'm going to be needing your help once again, because I'm not the most observant person in the world, if you haven't noticed by my content. So this is going to be a collaborative, this is going to be a team effort to try and figure out who's infected and who's not. And if you haven't seen this game, like I say, this is Quarantine Zone, the last check then. This is a Papers, Please / Contraband Police-esque game where you've got to basically determine if survivors have, well, an infection, who have been infected by the zombie bite, I guess, and see if they're okay to join the quarantine zone. A lot of them are not. Spoiler alert. But let's just jump into this one, shall we? You know what I'm going to do? I think we did this for the last stream. Let me just drag my camera ever so slightly down so we don't miss any of the kind of key info at the top left here. And I think we should just jump right into it and hope you find another golden truck. Me too, because those things are worth a bloody lot of money. But yeah. Now, the way the last stream ended, we did blow up our own quarantine zone by bombing it, and I don't know if that was the end of the demo or if that is just how the demo is supposed to end in terms of the zombies attacking you. But like I say, ladies and gents, we'll try again, and we're gonna try and do a 100% clean quarantine run, which I'm not very optimistic about. But please do smash the like button. Let's just jump right into this once again. Let's select a new game here. Let's jump back into Quarantine Zone, shall we? This game is amazing.
Finally awake, Commander. Thought you were dreaming of a vacation on some sunny beach. Not the best fantasy these days, huh? Anyway, welcome back to reality. We're almost there. Checkpoint Alpha. They've been holding out, but they need reinforcements. That means us.
I wouldn't really class myself as a reinforcement necessarily, but sure thing.
And Commander, watch your step out there. It's not just the dead you gotta worry about.
Yeah, it's my awful decision making we've also got to worry about. But yeah, we are probably going to have to go through the tutorial. What the heck? Why am I staring at the ceiling? Hello?
You are all aware of the situation. The city is overrun by a zombie virus. And while not everyone has turned into a zombie, we need to try to save them. But at the same time, make sure the infected don't get into the zone. That's your job. Let's hurry to the checkpoint and start examining the survivors.
We shall indeed. Like I say, feel free, please do. Backseat game, ladies and gents. Also, is my music still playing? I've just realized. Just can hear it trickling in the background. There we go, ladies and gents. Right, let's do this, I guess. And hello, everyone. Hello, Ryman. Thanks for joining the stream. And Miss B96, hello. Got it wishlisted already. Yeah, this game looks absolutely awesome. We've played it a few times now. I did a video on it, and I've also done one live stream previously. It's super fun, and I can't stop thinking about it. It's absolutely just addictive and quite funny at the same time. So, right. I guess we should just get right into it, shall we? Now, in terms of the mechanics, the captain here is going to actually explain it all, but we're going to talk through it as we go through for any of you newer viewers.
Just shout next, and the soldiers will let the survivor in.
Okay. Also, what I'm actually going to do, I don't know if there is any, But I'm just going to pop the music back up because the main menu music apparently is copyrighted. So thanks for letting me know, YouTube. But there we go. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. Right. Survivor number 1. Let's see how well we do.
So, the first survivor. Approach him and take a close look.
Okay.
Are there any symptoms that immediately catch your eye? Of course there are. Just look at how red his head is.
He could just have a sunburn, to be fair.
You must record this symptom on this symptom map.
So the good thing about this game and why it adds a lot of replayability is you do get different survivors every time you start a new game. So we're not going to see any of the same people that we previously have. So that's absolutely awesome. So as you can see, ladies and gents, this guy's looking pretty healthy, but we don't really have the means to fully examine him right at this second. So yeah, I mean, all we can really do is zoom in onto his very bright red head, and we go to the symptoms chart then, and yeah, diagnose him with some red skin. And once we've identified, we get to kind of place them in multiple zones then. The quarantine zone, which is obviously kind of a waiting area to see if they do have any more serious symptoms and potentially can turn into a zombie. Liquidation, death, and survivor block. Basically just put them in the survivor block straight away. I'm pretty confident they're all squeaky clean and healthy, right? So
this subject only shows one symptom, but it's unclear. Send him to quarantine so we can monitor him for a while.
Okay, Mr. Wright, Mr. Carl Wright. You're looking pretty old for a 20-year-old, by the way. But anyway, quarantine zone it is, sir. Bit of red skin. Let's check up on it. Let's see how he goes tomorrow, shall we?
Look for symptoms, mark them, and classify them. And good luck.
Thanks, Captain. Appreciate it. Right, next, please.
Don't make me wait.
Right, what do we got here? Hello, sir. What are you thinking, ladies and gents? I mean, off the bat, front's looking pretty good. Can't tell if that's a bit of discoloration in the face. It's hard to really tell. We don't have any tools to our name right now either, so we are literally just inspecting, should I say, with our eyes, which is obviously a little bit risky. I mean, I guess that's a bit of bruising, right? It's hard to really tell, to be honest. This is a tough one, I'll be honest. This guy doesn't look in any kind of serious danger. And Jang, hello. Imagine how nuts it would be in the full release if you ever used the confirmation test on one of the soldiers. Oh, that would be super cool. Yeah, so a lot of feedback I think I've seen personally from my content is I think a lot of people would like more interaction with the guards. They don't seem to do a lot of stuff. They kind of just stand there and, well, I guess stand there with their huge ass guns that they don't use. But yeah, hopefully going forward, we can have a little bit more kind of to do with them, maybe allocate them in certain places, like you say, potentially test them or get them to put someone down if we need to. So yeah, like I say, this is very early access. This is the demo, guys. So if you do have any feedback, I should let you know the developers are very open to feedback. So do leave it in the comments down below after the video kind of goes live, and I can kind of let the devs know anything you guys would like to see in the game in the future, because they are very much in communication right now. So what are we saying about this guy? And hello, Tom, by the way. Hey, man, how's it going? But yeah. Now, Mr. John Bell, I think you're looking pretty healthy, sir. I'll be honest. Maybe red skin at the very least. I mean, bruises, again, it's hard to really determine that he does have bruises.
You are in a quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for your turn.
You know what? I think I'm just going to be, I'm going to be cautious, right? I really want to get everyone in here doing very well. So, red skin and bruises, I think that is honestly a bit of a stretch. Like, I pretty much would say he's fine, but there's no harm in whacking him in quarantine for a day. Just see how he does, right?
What do you mean just
Better be safe than sorry. Just a precaution, mate. Don't worry. You just chill in there for now. All right. Next, please.
next survivor?
Hello, ma'am. You have nothing to say? Okay. Right. Let's have a take an initial check then. Few scratches and cuts on the face. Interesting. Ma'am, did you honestly expect to just walk in here with a I can't even speak. A bite on your hand. Are we okay? I mean, what did you expect? I don't think we need to do any further testing, ladies and gents. A bit of skin cut, bit of bite mark. It was just a dog. Don't worry about it. I think she has a bite. Maybe it's a paper cut. I think we know what this means, ladies and gentlemen. Elizabeth Anderson, if you could please follow me, ma'am.
What do you mean special processing?
Yeah, it's just there's a doctor in there. If you just wait in there a second.
All right. That's it for today. Hit the bunks.
R.I.P.
We've got another long day tomorrow.
All right, I think we're good. I'll be honest. I think maybe the second guy we put through is completely fine, but there's no harm in just keeping him in there.
No incidents reported.
All right, nice. All right, that's all good for the time being. I don't know if we get into the base management on day one. I don't think we do, but obviously this is a huge part of the game as well. But yeah, I think day one pretty successful. Well, we'll see, shall we? Actually, I don't know. Let's go to sleep, shall we? All right, nice. Validating eliminations. Plus 900. And we lost, obviously, some stuff due to base maintenance as well. Okay, nice.
First, check out everyone in quarantine.
All right, let's see what decisions we made then. Hopefully, there's no zombies in there. All right.
Identification verified. Quarantine status stable. No incidents reported.
Dr. Liquidation will see you now. I like that. I'm gonna have to use that, Jag, I think. For sure, that's brilliant. But yeah, so if you guys are unaware of how the quarantine kind of check-in works, so you pop them in there, see if their symptoms have got worse or better. If a survivor is infected, you leave them in a quarantine zone for 2 days. They'll turn into a zombie. So we've got 2 days to kind of make out if they are, well, you know, infected, right? And if they do turn into a zombie, anyone else who was in there who unfortunately wasn't a zombie, well, yeah, they did. But cleansing everyone, we can as well and just get rid of it as well. But
Great. He's still alive. Go over to him and call him in for a recheck.
I think we're pretty good with both these guys, you know. I think we'll send them both into the safe zone. If he dies, he dies. Indeed, Kajak Hammer? Kajak Hammer. Right, let's send this guy first, because he was the first guy that kind of came through the door.
What are you doing?
He doesn't show that previous symptom anymore, so he can be moved to the block.
Yep, he's all good. I think Redskin is absolutely gone then. Sir? Survivor block you go. Congratulations.
Tools help you spot symptoms faster. Grab the scanner.
All right, this is where the game starts to get a little interesting. Before we do that, I think we should send this guy in as well. I was being extra cautious with him. I'm not gonna lie.
Just tired, not sick.
Let's double check. I think he's all good. I want to try and make sure we get a clean run and get no infections, but not as easy as that. Right, I think we get rid of these. I'll be honest. I think I was being ridiculously overcautious with this guy. So, Jean Bell, welcome to the Survivor block, my friend. Lovely.
Identification verified. Quarantine.
Right, here we go then. Scan it and flashlight time. Right, let's do this. Now, we do get a little intrusive here, ladies and gents, but we must do what we must do.
Now, call in the next one and use the new tool on him.
All right.
Next.
Hello, sir. I like your glasses.
Just check. You'll see I'm fine.
What is on your face, sir? Now, we've got some issues off the bat. He looks like he's been in a bit of a fight there. Jesus, there are a lot of bruises. Right. Okay, before we do that, I want to see what we've got underneath here. And what we can do as well, we can whack a UV light on, which actually does kind of detect if there's any hidden bites, which is pretty cool. Torso pretty clean. Legs are pretty clean so far. Check up on the arm area. Is he pretty fine? Oh, he's got a lot of cuts on his back, I'll be honest. A lot of cuts, a lot of bruising as well. Now, let's check what kind of bruising that is. Now, that looks normal bruising to me. Now, you can get red bruises that are a lot more severe. And that kind of just looks like normal bruising to me. Anything on the booty cheeks? Nah, okay, it's all good. Right, what do we reckon, guys? Cuts and a bit of bruising. Do you think quarantine for now, right? Quarantine, yeah? I think that's kind of the right call with him. So, Mr. Johnson, you've definitely got bruises. I wouldn't say he's got red bruises because they are very red. Dr. Quarantine? Quarantine? Or quarantine, should I say? Quarantine? Right. Bruises. Skin cuts. Mr. Johnson, welcome to quarantine.
I have kids in there. Please.
It's alright. You should be fine. As long as you don't turn to a zombie, you can see your kids again. Next, please.
Come on.
I don't have any symptoms. See?
I mean, we shall see. Let's take these glasses off, sorry, sir. Oh! I see why you was wearing, glasses. Okay, well, let's just do this step by step then, Mr. Scott. You, sir, have got red yellow eyes. So, we was kind of chatting on the last stream then, guys. The difference between these are... They are noticeable, but you've got to be very careful. So, this guy, I would definitely say, has yellow eyes. Primarily, like, it's a yellow. But when they have conjunctivitis, obviously you can see it's not as yellow and you get kind of that red area. But then red eyes, the infected ones, are just red. Like, absolutely red. So, imagine if this game, you also had to check kids for infection. That would be insane. If you could, like, do a whole family and stuff. That would be good. And which build is this? This is the latest build, I do believe, Amir. This is the demo that is going to be released to the public on the 22nd of May. So, yeah. Right, I think we go yellow eyes, obviously. That's kind of what he's got right now. Let's check the old neck area now. Sir, you've got a lot of bruises. I'll be honest, you do have a lot of bruises. I'm going to whack the UV on you just for a second, and just to make sure things are okay. So we got some frontal bruises here. Sir?
Quarantine zone. Stay calm and wait for you. Prepare your belongings for inspection. Remove your outer clothing.
Mr. Scott, I do appreciate that you attempted to hide that. RIPs in the chat, please. Mr. Stephen Scott, I do indeed appreciate that you tried to hide that from us. You know what? It's all fine, actually. If you just follow me a second.
You guys seem nervous. Is everything okay?
Everything's absolutely fine. So if you could just go into this room a second, a doctor will have a look at those scars on your neck. Next, please.
Next survivor.
So that's the thing, guys. If we didn't see that bite through the UV kind of ray, I would have probably put him in quarantine, right? Obviously, because he just had some scratches, and then he would have killed everyone else who goes in there, because he would have turned into a zombie. Hello, sir. Now, let's just be honest with each other here. Your hair is very pixely, but more importantly, you do currently have blood dripping out your mouth. Now, I'm just going to take this step by step, Mr. Wright. So if we go to discharges here, a bit of mouth blood, you know, definitely kind of a worrying sight off the bat. Let's have a look through the old body, shall we? Some initial bruising, okay. Initial bruising. Brave wearing flip-flops in a zombie apocalypse as well. I kind of appreciate that. Style before survival, you know. Now I'm gonna keep looking over here then. What we got? We got a bit of bruise action again. Ooh, guys. That's a bit of red bruising if you see. Nah, that's just ketchup. Yeah, maybe he's just a hungry boy, you know? Maybe he just had a burger before he came in here. But one thing I can't excuse, even if he did eat a burger, is that red bruise. Let's check along the body here. Let's just double check we're not missing anything else. Well, I think it's fair to say, Mr. Wright, you, sir, are looking a bit suspicious. What do you reckon, guys? Red bruises and normal bruises. Mouth discharge. I think, Mr. Right. Quarantine zone you go.
I'm not sick, I swear.
We shall see. We shall see if you are sick or not. Now, I do apologize to the other person that is in there, because I have a feeling he may turn into a zombie. But we shall see. Next, please.
Don't make me wait.
Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today?
You can trust me.
Stay calm and wait
I can trust you, can I? Now, I didn't say anything apart from hello there, so
outer clothing, hats,
it's very
glasses, and
suspicious. Let's take these glasses off for a second. All right. I mean, your face is looking pretty clean, I'll be honest. Let's have a look under this jumper, shall we? Now, apologizing because this is a little intrusive, but must be done. Ma'am. Now, if I quote to about 5 seconds ago, you can trust me. You know what? You're absolutely right, Mila Turner. I can trust you, actually. I can trust you very much. So if you just follow me to this very trusting
Wait,
doctor,
why are they closing the door?
Dr. Liquidation, just go in there a sec. All right. Okay, nice. So,
Identification verified.
I'm very
All
worried
team
for,
status stable. No incidents reported.
I mean, you are wearing short shorts in a zombie apocalypse, so a part of me kind of doesn't mind if you do die. And a shirt. It's a very interesting outfit, but we'll leave them in here for overnight. Hopefully nothing happens. I second the love buy. Maybe she is just into some freaky stuff, you know, but I can't be taking that chance. I cannot. Right, I think that is everything for day 2, ladies and gents. I'll go back to sleep. All right. We made a pretty decent penny in that. Not bad. Teams get money pretty easily in this game.
Everyone you've checked and let through is staying in the block. And until the evacuation happens, you need to keep an eye on them.
I don't keep
Make
shaming a
sure
zombie outbreak.
there's
Not me
enough
neither.
food and
You know what? You gotta do
space.
what you gotta do. You're into what you're into, I guess.
Let's focus on the base today.
All right. Fair enough. So, massive part of the game, guys. I'll just skip through all this and
As
explain
you
it.
can see,
I'll
there's
let the
no
captain
food
explain
or
it first.
fuel for today. They need to be brought in from the warehouse. But first, you have to buy these resources. Restock the warehouse.
All right. So yeah, we have a survivor block. Obviously, this is where all the healthy survivors go. We do have to kind of like base manage a little bit. So we've got tents for where they sleep and rest. Obviously, generators to power, towers for like defense, dining room for, well, eating, and a clinic for people who actually are just sick normally. So people get like flus and stuff. So kind of makes sense. And you got like a more of a detailed breakdown on this left hand side as well, and kind of all the numbers. It's pretty self-explanatory, but as the captain said,
Buy supplies and
need some
fuel
food.
for everyone in the block.
sure thing. So we're gonna buy a couple food and a couple fuel. Only $280, not a lot at all.
Great. Now that the warehouse is loaded with supplies and fuel, you need to deliver them to the block.
All right,
Head
nice.
over to the warehouse.
So we shall do that.
Load the supplies and fuel onto the cart.
So we're just gonna whack all of these here. Now, from what I'm aware and what I played through before, it doesn't matter if you like overstock. So if I just put all my food in the dining room, it doesn't like deteriorate or anything like that. From what I can see, I don't know if that's gonna be the case first, but I'm literally just gonna stock up as much as we can and take it all over there. I don't really see a reason not to. We'll just do that for now.
Now, deliver the supplies and fuel to the block.
All right, okie dokie. Excuse me.
The supplies need to go to the dining hall, and the fuel to the generator.
Yep, so pretty self-explanatory. Generator needs 5 to power all these buildings. We've currently got 4, so we're gonna whack another one of these in here. Did that go in? It did. Nice. We may as well just put it all in here for the time being. We are probably going to need another generator relatively soon, so I'm going to wait till the next day, but we will do that. Okie dokie. Whack that in there. And we're going to store all of our food in the dining room. I can't really wait to see how they develop this aspect of the game as well. Pretty basic right now, all things considered, but like I say, I feel like they could do a lot. A hell of a lot, I'll be honest. Okay, whack all the food in there. 10 food, absolutely more than enough. Let's take our little trolley back, shall we? Also, I think this would be super fun in multiplayer. I don't know how they'd implement it, but
Excellent.
I'm sure they could.
Everyone's fat today. Go get some sleep. We're not checking any new survivors today.
All right, nice.
There are reports of large zombie clusters in nearby areas.
Absolutely fantastic.
So we need to be ready.
Before we do, I kind of want to check out on the... Can I check out on the quarantine bit? I can't. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know you couldn't on the day 2 or 3, whatever on. Day 3, sorry. Dev can add multiplayer mode. I think it's worth it. I 100% agree. I think it would be huge. To play this with your friends would be absolutely bloody hilarious. Right, let's go to sleep and fight a zombie horde, shall we? We actually made money still that day. I don't know how. Right. Another part of the game, ladies and gents. Defending your zone against the hordes of zombies. Let's just do this. Now, I've tried this a few times. It is a little buggy, I'll be honest, but hopefully we get a smooth experience today. Get absolutely destroyed. Now, you do have a few different weapon types, and you can upgrade them and have airstrikes and have all sorts of mental things. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of a minigun right now. A little minigun action. See, look, we're kind of stuck on this wall. It does glitch a little bit. So, like, okay, I'm kind of screwed right now. Can't really move. And now we're falling through the floor. Okay, there we go. Jesus Christ. And as you can see, our wall does indeed have health. So we've got to be careful for actually shooting it. Okay, nice. Pretty simple.
According to our data, survivors have developed new breathing-related symptoms.
All right, here we go.
Check them. Use this stethoscope. Pick it up from the table.
Okay, before we do that.
Identification verified. Quarantine status unstable. Incident detected.
I mean, that is a way to die. So, as you can see, 100% non-infected run is already gone out the window. God damn it. So it was, I knew he was going to turn. That's the thing. I just had a feeling. It's like, in some aspects of this game, you kind of want to go with your gut feeling, your intuition. But you've kind of got to follow the rules. But, yeah. Well, rest easy, my friends. Mr. Booty Shorts, I did say I wouldn't mind if he did kind of slip away. So, all right, let's get the stethoscope. Stethoscope. Easy for me to say. All right, this is a pretty cool part of the game, I won't lie.
Move it.
All right, let's check out this guy, shall we?
I was helping others out there. Look, no bites.
We shall see about that, sir. Now, first things first. Ooh, he doesn't sound healthy. But, sir, you've got some blood dripping down your mouth. I'm going to have to automatically kind of just log that in my book. Now, sir, if you don't mind, a little intrusive of me, but I need to take a look underneath these clothes. Okie dokie. Another booty shorts. Now, I must say, interesting outfit, all things considered. A nice yellow shirt, booty shorts, and formal shoes with no socks. Now, I know times must be getting desperate in the apocalypse, but... Alright. Yeah, he's not even wearing socks. Just bare-ass feet under, like, smart shoes. That's crazy. Okay. Right, honestly, this guy is looking alright. I mean, we shall see. He does have a bit of blood. I say he looks alright. There's literal blood dripping down his mouth. But, more importantly, ladies and gents, let's take a little listen, shall we? Now, right off the bat, I think we just need to mark this down. The guy's coughing, so that's a bit suspicious, isn't it? And Horse123, what's up? What's up indeed? Thanks for joining the stream. Massively appreciate it. Now, as you can see, there's these like I don't know what you class them, like these particles, I guess, right, floating around. So that is kind of where, well, not so good stuff is lingering. So let's have a little listen to them. Can you hear that faint crackle sound, ladies and gentlemen? So, that is a sick breath. It's like a crackly kind of congested chest, I guess. So, cough, sick breath, discharge of mouth. Mr. Nelson, welcome to the quarantine zone, sir.
I was healthy yesterday. Just
Now,
checking
genuinely, he could just be ill, to be honest, but I'm not... Well, I'll be honest, I didn't have a great feeling. We shall see. We'll give everyone a chance, even though it clearly backfired on me last time. But next, please.
Next survivor.
Hello, sir.
I don't have any symptoms. See?
Well, we shall see about that. Let me just take these glasses off a second. Now, your face looks in good condition, but I can hear some very sickly things coming out of your mouth, sir. Let me just take a listen, shall we? Now, right off the bat, we be hearing some crackle there. That is sick-ass breath. Now, let's check these out. Okay. Again, I would have to say, okay, I think just cough and sick breath, I think, right, with this guy for now. All right. So, I am just going to have a quick look-see underneath these clothes, if you don't mind. Okay, looking pretty clean. Okay. Pretty clean. Ooh, sir. Now, I don't know what you've been getting up to in the bedroom, but I can't really allow scratches to get into my quarantine zone, I'll be honest. Now, that could be from a zombie, but it also could be from a love interest. And I don't really have the authority to ask, unfortunately. So, I'm going to pop this down as skin cuts. And Mr. Peter Brown, welcome to the quarantine.
This has to be a mistake.
Absolutely not, sir. I cannot take any risks with you, especially not with that haircut. Didine, hello. I'm new. You know you can also check the thing to listen to the lungs in the back. Yes, I read a comment about that, so we're definitely gonna have to keep attention for that going forward. We have to do like a 360 around their whole body just to make sure we don't miss anything. But thanks for the comment. Thank you for reminding me as well. Right, next please. Hello, ma'am. How are you doing today? You okay? How you doing? Right, fair enough. Let me just take these glasses off, ma'am. Now, you're looking very suspicious. But, suspicious doesn't mean unhealthy, does it? So, first things first, if it's okay, I'm just going to check underneath this hoodie just to see if you've got kind of like any initial kind of wear and tear. I mean, you're looking pretty good, all things considered. Sorry if this is a little intrusive. Could you just lift that hair? Okay, never mind. Guess we're not seeing what's behind the neck, which is a bit frustrating, but fine. Yeah, I mean, honestly, ma'am, you're looking pretty healthy. Do you mind if I just take a little check to the old chesticle area? I mean... Okay, have I just checked the back area here? Wow. Okay, well, honestly, Mrs. Elaine Cook, you potentially may be the healthiest survivor I've ever seen in this goddamn game. So today, Mrs. Cook, welcome to Survivor Block. Have a lovely day. God, she's walking with some absolute sass, isn't she? I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, all right. Anyway, next, please. Hello, sir.
I was helping others out there. Look, no bites.
Hello, sir. So I can see you've got some kind of pigmentation on the whole skin there, which is fine. Did you remember to UV? I didn't. Oh no, we've just let a zombie in. We've let a zombie in. GG's. Well, we shall see, shan't we? Imagine she just turns into a zombie and just kills everyone. Alright. Anyway, hello, sir. Freckies. Freckles aren't considered a disease symptom normally, but previously some commanders misinterpreted them for some kind of zombie rash. Do not make that mistake.